Noah and the Flood, Judgment, Mercy, and Starting Over. The historical and biblical setting. The story of Noah and the Flood, found in Genesis 6-9, stands as one of the most gripping accounts in the Hebrew Bible. It comes early in the biblical timeline, just after humanity's initial fall in Eden. In just a few generations, the world has gone from innocent beginnings to total moral collapse. Violence is rampant. Corruption has consumed the earth. God's design for humanity to live in harmony with Him, each other, and creation has been shattered. Scripture puts it starkly. Every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evil all the time. Genesis 6-5. This isn't just a condemnation of bad behavior. It's a declaration that the entire social and moral order has disintegrated. Faced with a world gone mad, God decides to wipe the slate clean. Yet even here, judgment is not the final word. One man stands out, Noah. Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. Genesis 6-8. He's described as righteous and blameless, someone who walked with God. In a world drowning in sin, Noah's life was a quiet defiance. God gives him an impossible task: build an ark large enough to carry his family and representatives of every animal species. Without protest or delay, Noah obeys. When the rains come, 40 days and nights of relentless deluge, the ark becomes a sanctuary. Everything outside perishes, but inside life is preserved. When the flood waters finally recede, Noah and his family step onto dry ground to begin again. In that moment, God makes a covenant with humanity, a promise symbolized by a rainbow in the sky. Never again will He destroy the earth with a flood. Symbolism and deeper meaning. At its core, the flood story isn't just about destruction. It's about the tension between justice and mercy, ruin and rebirth. The water represents more than physical devastation. It's a kind of cosmic cleansing, a reset button pressed on a world too far gone. Yet the ark isn't just a lifeboat, it's a symbol of hope, obedience, and refuge. The ark shows what it means to trust in something bigger than yourself, to follow divine guidance even when it seems absurd. It also introduces the idea of a faithful remnant, those who stay rooted in truth while the world collapses around them. And then there's the rainbow. It's more than a beautiful image. It's a theological statement. The rainbow is God's signature on a new kind of agreement, not one of destruction, but of relationship and restraint. It says that even when humanity fails, God's mercy remains. Why it still matters today. Thousands of years later, Noah's story feels more relevant than ever. We live in a time of global unrest, wars, injustice, environmental disasters, and moral confusion. The flood narrative reads less like ancient myth and more like a warning wrapped in wisdom. It reflects our own fears, that the world is veering off course, that we've lost something vital. But Noah's story is not just a judgment tale, it's a survival manual. It shows us how to live in times of collapse. When your world floods, when relationships break, systems fail, or hope dries up, what do? You build your ark, you cling to your values, you choose faith when the forecast looks grim. Noah's obedience wasn't flashy, it was slow, steady, and silent. He built in the face of ridicule. He worked with no sign of rain. His life is a model for integrity and endurance. In a noisy world, his quiet faith still speaks. The story also challenges us to care for the world we inhabit. The flood came not just because of sin, but because humanity had broken its bond with creation. Today, with climate change and ecological breakdown looming large, the ark reminds us we are stewards, not owners. We're here to preserve life, not consume it. A story of real faith. Ultimately, Noah's story is about trust. He had no roadmap, no weather app, No proof, just a word from God. He built anyway. That's faith. Not blind optimism, but committed action in the face of uncertainty. The Rainbow Covenant shows that God isn't distant or eager to punish. He is patient, present, and deeply invested in our restoration. He doesn't abandon his creation. He redeems it. A word from the creator of Bible echoes. Thanks for being here. If this message stirred something in you, please like, share, and subscribe. Join the Bible Echoes community, a space where ancient truth meets modern life. Let's keep building arcs together.